Hi, this is my video blog about the Valentine's Day activity. I interviewed two individuals from Keeneland, one who's in a relationship and one who's not. So check out their interviews.
Hi, I'm Emily Borders, and I'm in a relationship with
Gavin James Hall.
And this Valentine's Day, I didn't really want to do anything big because we just started dating, and so I just personally feel like it's a little bit awkward to be all lovey-dovey when we just met and just started dating. One of my really close friends here is Allison, and she's in a relationship with Zach, and they actually introduced me and Gavin, because Gavin is one of Zach's friends from home. So that was a pretty direct influence on our relationship, and we hang out a lot as two couples, and it's just kind of nice that we're both in relationships, so we both I don't know, I guess understand that whole thing. And one of my friends from home, her name is Nicole, she was in a relationship all through high school with this guy they are actually long distance. We were in Maryland and he was in New York. And so when he would come down, not everyone got to know him as well. There was a few of us that really got to know him well. So our social group would change when he came down to visit. And I would kind of be the third wheel with them a lot, but they weren't overly handsy and cutesy, so it was just hanging out with a group of friends. And then one of my really good friends, also from home, Zach, he kind of, I feel made me anxious about Valentine's Day because we were kind of dating around the same time, mid-January, and then when Valentine's Day came up, I had that same feeling it's awkward because I haven't been dating that long, but he got me something anyways, and then said we should just be friends that same night. So I think I kind of still have anxieties about that.
Okay, I'm Elizabeth, and I was single on this Valentine's Day, and today it kind of started as any other day. I got up, I went to class, I had lunch with my friends, and we'd already planned over the weekend to go and get together and see a movie tonight, so we went over to Blazer for the glorious chocolate fountain, and then we came back, did all of our homework, and met up with about 8 other girls, and went to see The Vow in the movie theater. 3 separate friends from home. One was named CJ Bright, and she was dating a guy named Jesse. And then another guy from home named Noah Willett. He was dating a girl named Miranda. And then a really good friend of mine named Amanda was kind of on again, off again with one guy. And Amanda and I, we used to be really good friends. And then as she changed, with her relationship, she kind of changed. So that kind of we drifted apart during that. And then Noah, typical guy. I saw Noah all the time. I didn't know he had a girlfriend for a very, very long time. So, that really didn't ever affect our friendship. And then CJ, when she started dating the guy she's still currently dating, they've been dating for a little over a year, she, dropped off face of the earth, hardly ever saw her, so that was, that really definitely affected the friendship, because we were in the same youth group, so we spent a lot of time together, and so she would stop coming to, youth events and go to, his youth events, so, and we had sat down and kind of talked to her about it too, and she was just well, I'm going to spend more time with him because, it's a relationship, and that's where she thought her time should be spent.
So basically what I got from interviewing these two girls was that when you're in a relationship, you have different social networks than when you're not in a relationship. I expected that because I've definitely experienced that. There are certain friends who I would hang out with when I was in a relationship because they were in a relationship as well, and I didn't hang out with my single friends as much because I didn't want to make them feel like a third wheel. And so everything that these girls said when I was interviewing them made sense to me because I've definitely had experiences with it. I'm in a relationship now, as is my roommate, and as is Emily, and we're actually really close. So it's really easy because all of us are in a relationship. However, there have been times when Emily's not in a relationship and Adrian and I are, or Adrian's in a relationship and Emily and I aren't. And so I find that I spend more time with the person who's single if I'm single, or the person who's in a relationship if I'm in a relationship. So it just kind of coincides, and there's a really strong correlation there. But in all, I think Valentine's Day was really fun, and I think it can be fun if you're single or if you're out of a relationship. But just the basic thing is that our social networks are shaped by not only our family and the friends that we make personally, but also by our relationships, either friendships or intimate relationships with other people. So your social group will expand to include your significant other and their friends, and then contract when that relationship ends. Either way, it's really dependent on the other person and the relationships you're constantly forming and breaking. So yeah, I thought this was fun, and happy Valentine's Day!